Having come off building sites and started working for private customers again, it sickens me to remember the conditions in what some people like to live in. So today I was working for a witch. I named her the Brown Witch because I didn't get a name. So why is she the Brown Witch? My boss was up a ladder and he goes, "Ad, come here, foot this ladder a sec." So I gets over there, I'm like, "I'm surprised you want me to foot this ladder down." I says, "You're on the grass. I thought a big boy like you would have fucking been able to handle this." He goes, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about that, mate." He says, "Look through the window." So there I am, looking through the window. I'm like, "Oh God." It's like, "You see it?" "Yeah." It's like, "Yeah, I see it, mate." The dog had laid a fucking egg in the middle of the fucking living room floor. My vision ain't the greatest. I'm a little bit impaired, so I'm trying to look through the window, and it's kind of like when the sun is on a car, I struggle to see the occupants of the vehicle. I can't see inside too good, so I've had to have a real good stare through the window in order to see the nice piece of dog shit that was laid out. So while doing that, staring through the window, I then realised, oh shit, there's a bloke still in there, the witch's son, the Brown Witch's son. So I call her the Brown Witch. She's very much a white lady, but she's living in shit, so she's a witch, and the shit, she's the Brown Witch. Unpopular opinion here. I bet Steve Irwin's house absolutely stunk of piss and shit. I might be outstepping the mark there. He's a beloved icon. I fucking rate Stevie Irwin. Top fella, can't fault him. Love what he did over there in Australia. You know what I mean? Helping out the little koalas, all that business. Top geezer, quite like the family. But when you're surrounded by that many animals, you ain't fucking having the animals live with you. You're living with the animals. I'm very selective on who I will let do me a cup of tea while working at these customers' houses. I judge you within 30 seconds of being there. I look around. Do I see any pets? No. Do you have any weird fucking ornaments? That puts me off. I don't know why, but it does. Do you look clean? If you pass the free checks, I'll fucking have a cup of tea off you. Fuck it, I might even have a crumpet if there were one going. But 90% of the people nowadays do not make the cut. I will not have a cup of tea from their house. I will not touch anything they have to offer, even if it is a packeted fucking selection of tasty biscuits or something. I don't want to know, mate. I don't want to know. People are fucking disgusting. There's a good chance, if you've got a fucking cat and a dog in your house, there's a very good chance the place stinks of piss and shit. This is coming from a man who used to be a dog owner, dog lover. Shit, I think we even had like 8 dogs at one point. Thinking back on it, my house must have stunk of piss and shit. I'm with the Muslims on this one. They ain't sanitary, bro. I fucking love me a dog, but I'll never own another one. I can't bring myself to pick up a dog shit. If you want to take a dog out for a walk, fuck that. I used to have the best dog ever. He used to reverse into the hedgerow, and where I'd walk him, there'd be like a little dip in a country lane. So he'd just beep, 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 back up, hover his arse over the hole, and shit in the ditch. Or he'd park in a bush, and it's funny as fuck because he'd proper immerse himself in the bush till he was about 80% gone, just his little head sticking out. Drops it, job's a good one. But fuck me, man. Cats are the worst, because they're up and down on the fucking kitchen sides, on your fucking dinner plates, all this and that, after hopping in the litter tray, man. I mean, it's alright if you have them and you tidy up after your animals, yeah, but countless times I've gone around people's houses, yeah, and the back gardens look like a minefield. And I've watched a dog actually go out into the back garden once, and he's tiptoeing around his own shit. He don't want to be there. He don't want to be fucking doing that. But fucking animals, man. As soon as you start trying to bring these animals that belong outside into the house, you might as well be living in a fucking barn, as far as I'm concerned, man. And I know a lot of you ain't gonna like hearing that, because you've probably got a cat, dog, this and that, but sad truth is, you are probably a stinky bastard. and there's probably people like me that would not want to drink out of your cups. But yeah, that said, hope you're having a fucking splendid day. And if you are watching this, yeah, and you own a fucking cat, a dog, have a little fucking walk around the back garden sometimes, pick them up, or maybe even worse, have a look around your fucking kitchen. I have seen some sore sorts. I even got into a fucking argument with me mate's mum once. So I goes in his back garden, through his back garden, up the stairs. You know, he used to have no carpet up the stairs. It was one of them types of houses, but it kind of had a cool look to it because his mum was a bit of a goth. He had 2 dogs. He had a fucking Labrador, chocolate lab, and a Dalmatian. I'm putting out the details there, so if anyone knows who I'm talking about, I'm talking about them. But it is what it is. If you're a dirty bastard, your antics need calling out, and you need fucking telling that you're a dirty bastard. You need to change your ways. I'm coming up the wooden stairs, get to the landing, see me mate's bedroom, full steam ahead, about to go in there, smoke some doji, maybe play some F1. Gonna be a good time. But oh god, what was that? Something slippy. I skidded across his fucking landing. Probably fairly decent skid, probably about half a metre. So now I'm fucking going nuts. Fucking hell, you dirty bastards. I fucking expected outside, but not inside on the fucking landing. Fucking hell. His mum comes up. If you don't like it, fuck off. Get out of our house. Like, you know what? I will, you smelly bastards. You smelly bastards. Another one is you always get like these independent fucking people doing like kids' birthday cakes and stuff. I've seen the inner workings of some of these kitchens. There are animals, yes. There are dirty dishes that remain unclean for long amounts of time. Seriously, like, if you're eating anything from anywhere, you need to know who the fuck is cooking it, where they're cooking it, and how they're living. I mean, I'm starting to get a bit more fussy. I'm hanging around with my friend, and he is a fussy bastard. He will not accept a drink off no one, never. He don't want nothing. I look at that as, I'm not trying to be like I'm cleaner and better than everyone. I'm looking like a scruffy cunt right now. I'm in my work gear. I've just been fucking at the Brown Witch's house, pulling down ivy. The good thing I say about the Brown Witches, I was in a front garden, but there was no dog shits running around in the front garden. We had a corker the other day when I was working down in Maplethorpe. I was working for this crazy lady. We get there, she's like, right lads, do you want a bacon sarnie, does you? I was like, no, my mate Danny will have one though, probably. Ask him. He did not want one, to say the least. So this lady, she had 10 cats, she had 3 dogs. One of them was, she called it type 426 or something, because it was a mangy thing. It looked fucking horrible. One of them was quite nice. It was a little tiny schnauzer, very cute. She had 10 cats. She had a lot of birds. I don't know what kind, but I'm sure there was a cock or 2. She listed off about 10 different types of bird, and I was asking her, so how does it fare keeping 10 cats and a fucking whole flock of birds? She says, well, they sit on the windowsill watching them sometimes, but obviously we keep them segregated. There are house rules and whatnot. Funny happenings. Danny got struck by dog shit while I was working there. I found it rather amusing, as I did not get got the old day, but the smell on the place was fucking rancid. The most recent one before that as well was working somewhere in the summer doing a little patio. This lady owned like a dog fucking rescue training centre, and it baked into the stones where the dogs had pissed, and it was a sunny day, and we had to shovel them all up, and fucking dogs, dirty fucking things. I mean, at least if you're like dealing with horses or something, they shit everywhere, but it's good clean shit. It's that grassy shit, you can deal with that. You know, it's on all the crops, it's everywhere, it is what it is. Don't mind a bit of horse shit, but it's when you get to the smelly, horrible bastards. And I'm going to tell you about the worst ever, dirtiest bastard thing I've ever seen in someone's house. It takes me back to when I'm a fucking kid, this one. I just need a minute, was it? Let's take a couple of fucking... Just had to clean the mind a little bit then. Get a couple of tokes in the system. Think about the lovely green weed and not the horrible dark brownness that lingers in many people's kitchens and back gardens. The worst thing I ever seen in my fucking life, I'm going to take you back about 10 years. I need some scales. My mate's scales are at his mate's house in his kitchen. My mate Joe has got the keys to this house so we can get it into said kitchen and get scales. Meet Joe, fly around there, open the door up, walk in. Ooh, Jesus Christ, you smell that? Yeah, right, we've got a mission. Get the scales. I was going to weigh up there as well. I was going to weigh up there, but I reach for the handle on the door. I open it and you can see there's panes of glass on the kitchen door, one of them ones with the 3 panes of glass, and in there 5 or 6 puddles of piss, and at least 3 shits, 2 solid, 1 runny. I really need these scales. I got a lot of sales waiting, so I bite the bullet. I'm going in there. I open the door and the dog comes running past. The dog come running past, dragging his dog bed, and he dragged it through a couple of the puddles of piss, through the runny shit, nudged the dry one, and he made a trail about yay big, as big as a dog cushion. He made it into the living room, all the way to the front door, and then it jumped on the sofas, the leather sofas. I grabbed the scales, I run upstairs, I fucking locked the door, I weighed up what I needed to weigh, and I got the fuck out of there. But as you can see, to this day, I'm still very much traumatised by the levels of filth that some people fucking deal with. Because if I had just done a fucking 10-hour day at work and I had to come back and that was my house, I'd burn the place. Shoot the dogs, burn the house. It'd be a massacre. But yeah, that was the story of the Brown Witch, and how you people, most of you people with pets, actually make me physically sick at the thought of you. Much love. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you. Just another flashback of some scummery that happened to me, and it's my own fault. It's my own dog, my own house. I goes to work one day and I'm sniffing my jumper. I'm like, that smells musky and fucking fumey. I'm smelling it again. I'm not. It's an ammonia smell. I think, has my dog pissed on my fleece that I'm now wearing to work? And it was a cold day. I took it off anyway, but I was very close to being frostbitten that day. Dirty, shitting, pissing, horrible beasts will never step foot in a house that I live in or own. Oh fuck. And if you are a dog owner and I've upset you, I'm sorry. But next time you're reaching down in the kitchen on a Wednesday after you got back from a long day's graft and you're sliding up that dog shit, think of me. And if you go and buy a dog or a fucking pet after watching this and then it does the same thing, you had a warning. You had the chance to fucking not do what you did. You made your bed, you got to lie in it. Now look after them dirty fucking beasts. You poor bastard.